Hi, everyone. What's going on? What's up? What's up? It's Cooper. Hang on a second. Let me make sure that I'm going live in a million places right now. So, hello, my friends. I just wanted to hop on here and I'll have to make it really quick because I got to head out to my son's or a meeting with the school or for my son to help him on a few things. So this will be an excellent opportunity for me to hustle up my message and pour some love and life into you and hopefully help you get out there and close some more business, close some biz. You know what I'm talking about? My friends, I know so many of you guys are hustling out there. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to, get your additional streams of income flowing. And I love that. And I respect and applaud that for you. A great deal, especially given the state of the world that we're in right now. I definitely applaud you, and quite frankly, I want to help. So hopefully today's conversation gives you just something simple to take away with you, so that you can put to work immediately and you can get more skilled at your sales and closing tactics. Does that sound okay with you guys? And by the way, if we want to chat about anything else, sales and closing related, or any questions or like obstacles you're constantly running into, I'd love to hear from you. Definitely, drop it in the comments or reach out to me privately. Would love to troubleshoot things that you're having a hard time with. Because you know what? Not only does that help me bring more valuable material for you to help, but it also helps people that you're probably not alone in your feelings, right? You're probably not the only one experiencing those things. So, with all that being said, guys, if we have not met before, it's so good to meet you. My name is Jen Cooper. Here's a virtual high five. And if you're catching this on a podcast, here's I want you to picture me fist pump in the air. I'm happy to connect with you. I honor your time and I treasure it. And I certainly hope to leave you with some good nuggets to implement immediately. And again, just a quick bit about my background. I have been getting my butt kicked in the sales arena for when did I start? Officially? Officially, I think I had my first, W-2 sales gig, probably in 2004. So that was a long time ago. But since that time, so gosh, about 20 years ago, and that's official. Prior to that, I was doing a lot of things that got me a lot of sales experience, although I didn't know that I was developing it at the time. Have you guys ever developed some, habits and some, I guess you could say, skill sets around certain things that you didn't actually realize you were developing at the time? Like you didn't know, maybe you were working in a restaurant and you didn't know that, 20 years later, a big part of your current work would be communicating with people and maybe even doing things like this, like social selling. And you didn't realize it back when you were working, as a hostess or as a waitress, just trying to make ends meet. But what you're doing every time that you're, when you are growing through your how is the your work experience, a lot of times we're just kind of doing what we're told, but underlying, we're developing skills that may help us down the road, right, that we don't even realize at the time. So all to say, I was developing some of my sales skills in the cheerleading world, long before I ever got, paid to do it. Okay. So in any event, and who would have thought that would end up blessing us so much down the road? And even better, it's given me the opportunity to connect with more of you, enthusiastically and passionately. And I have fallen on my face more times than I can say, friends. I always say, there's no difference between you and I just got the door slammed in my face a lot more. I just got rejected a lot more. I just made a lot of mistakes and said the wrong things and wore the wrong clothes and approached it the wrong way. I just did that more than you. That's the only difference between you and I. And so for those of you wondering, does she even, who does she think she is? Does she even have any context, to be able to share some of this insight? Most of those 20 years, for the vast majority, I have been earning six figures, multiple six figures or more. And so I've had some success, and my hope is to only share with you some tips and nuggets that I feel may help you right now. So I guess my first question is, one, if you're watching this, please say hello. Would love to know who I'm connecting with. Say what's up, Coop, in the comments. If you're catching it on a replay, let me know where you're tuning in from. I've got friends and clients all around the world now, which is super fun. Something I never saw coming 20 years ago. Hi, Christine. Hello, Brittany. Hi, Petra. Nice to see you guys. Okay, so here's the deal. Have you guys ever felt, and let's just be really honest here, have you ever felt like, oh my gosh, I love what I have. I love this product so much. I love this opportunity. But I just feel like I don't know how to seal the deal. I feel awkward and weird, and I don't want to be salesy. And in efforts to not be salesy, now I sound really salesy. However that happened, it happened. Am I striking any chords, my friends? Because I want to pour some belief and love into you for a minute if I can. Brittany says all the time, and being ghosted. I know what that feels like, Brittany. I really do. In fact, it's almost like not a game, but like a deep rooted passion of mine, and a lot of the coursework I create, and a lot of the work I do with my clients, and a lot of the work we're going to be doing significantly more and diving much, much deeper than I've been able to thus far. A lot of that is designed to decrease your ratio of reach outs and being ghosted as a result of reaching out. So I get you. I feel you. I literally stay up late and wake up early for people like you. And I know you're not alone. So thank you for sharing yourself vulnerably. Because anybody else, hands up in the comments if you experience getting ghosted or getting ignored. Drop it in the comments, because I'm imagining that Brittany is not alone. But here's what I want you to remember, friends, if I could love on you for a minute. Drop this in the comments, because it's so true. And I really need you to feel my heart on this. And the only reason that I share it is because I grew through it myself. I know what it's like to be the underdog. I know what it's like to feel like everybody was succeeding at closing business around me. Back when I first started my quote unquote real corporate experience, like my real W-2 sales job, the one that came with like the benefits and like the, all like the adulty kind of stuff. I never saw myself going into sales when I was a kid. I didn't dream of being a salesperson, but really all sales is, friends, is finding creative ways to help people get what they want. That's all it is. And so I know it has a stigma attached to it, and that is what I am in the business of helping change. Because really, all it is helping people get what they want. But I want you to remember this: coming from a person who really started at total suck. Like if there was like a suck and then like minus, like an F and then an F minus, it would have been like a suck minus for me. That's where I started. Okay. And here's what I want you to remember. You are not unqualified in sales. You are not unqualified. You're simply inexperienced. That's it. You're not unqualified. Everybody take a deep breath with me. If you're listening to this on a podcast, I want to feel your shoulders going up and exhale. And exhale. You are not unqualified. You are, the only thing you are is inexperienced. So I know you're thinking, Okay, but Coop, can you drop that in the comments, please? I am not unqualified. I'm simply inexperienced. Just drop that in the comments. I want you to know that is true. Nobody out there is gifted. I never believed in that. I'm like, what do you mean gifted? Like you were born, like you shot out of the womb and like you had a gift or a knack for things. I believe that gifts and knacks for things are actually secret skills that you didn't even know you were developing as you were developing them. Back to the experience waitressing in a restaurant. Didn't know that I was working on my communication skills and my body language skills and my tonality skills. Didn't know I was doing that as a broke college kid and then a broke after college kid who tacked on 2 more jobs just to make ends meet. I mean, seriously, what the heck? Why did I even go to college? Actually, I digress. It's all on purpose. I have lots of grateful lessons that I took from college, but literally, I was broke for a long time after college. But here's the deal. I know you're thinking, all right, Coop, I get it. Okay, you say I'm not unqualified, but I really feel unqualified because I'm sitting at like minimal sales, right? But what I'm now sharing with you is that you're actually just inexperienced. So the question becomes, how do we get you more experience? And Brittany, by the way, she says she can sell cell phones every day, but this is tougher. Well, you know why? Is because it's you representing it. When I'm guessing maybe you work for a major cellular wireless carrier. You are selling their product and you're clocking in and you're clocking out. That is something that somebody is paying you to do. When you are in business for yourself, literally, it's all on you. Showing up is all on you. Marketing is all on you. Networking is all on you. Reaching out is all on you. The rejection and facing it and feeling it and recovering from it, it's all on you. So that's why it's tougher, because you can literally walk away when you have fulfilled your duties, right? But in business for yourself, normally you're working a lot for yourself before you actually get paid. Okay. Brittany, I want you to message me and tell me a little bit more about yourself after this. Okay. But here we go. How do we get more experience? And it's going to be very simple. You're going to be like, oh my God, Coop, that's it? Like, that's your secret sauce? Yeah. I'm going to share with you my secret sauce that I really think could solve so much of your problems, could get you so much more experience. But a lot of y'all just aren't doing it. And here's what it is. In the medical world, when I was in medical devices and pharmaceutical sales, we used to like look at a study design, right? Like if there was like, here's my drug and here's the article in a clinical study that proves whether or not it's good. Okay. And do you know what was a very specific criteria that identified whether or not it actually was valid and whether or not it was actually a good study? The sample population. What does that mean? The bigger the sample population, the more significant the study's results are or are not. Okay, walk with me on this. Stay with me. So if you're sitting here thinking, Coop, I'm just stink at sales, like I just don't know how to seal the deal. How many people have you tried to seal the deal with, like intentionally tried to seal the deal with? I'm not just talking about like, hey, they put their hand up and said, hey, tell me about that stuff, Brittany. Like, what is that stuff you use? Like, I'm not talking just that. I'm talking about actually closing, sealing the deal. How many people have you done that with, AKA your sample population, to determine that you're not good in sales? Okay, because if you're believing you're not good in sales, I'm willing to bet that you are determining that with a small sample population. So what we need to do is increase that sample population. What does that mean in like entrepreneurial speak? You got to go talk to more people. And I know you're like, okay, Coop, like I get it. Like I got to talk to more people, but okay, how do I, what do I say to the people that are going to, that's going to keep me from getting ghosted? That's going to increase my chances of getting to that point in the conversation that I have an opportunity to attempt to seal the deal. Okay. Because a lot of y'all are like showing up on Facebook and you're like dancing around on your TikTokies and you're like, literally, you think that's working. The only thing that matters in your business is your ability to create the conversations behind the screen and your ability to navigate them to a close. Everything else is a distraction. It's wasting your time. There, you heard it from me. I know all the viral videoers are like, what? What are you even saying? I said it. Literally the only thing that matters is your ability to start conversations. And maybe that is dancing around on a reel, dancing around on a TikTok. Maybe that's what it is. But what are you doing with the attention that you are gaining from that piece of content? Take it into conversations, and then your ability to navigate those conversations all the way through to your attempt to seal the deal, that determines how well you're going to do in business, period. End of story. If you don't have sales, you don't have a business, right? So here's the deal. Okay, how do we increase our sample population? How do we talk to more people? Here's what you do when you have the opportunity. I want you to remember this. Drop it in the comments. Progress favors the prepared. Progress favors the prepared. Oh my God, I have to like hurry up because I have to go do this thing with my son. Progress favors the prepared. What I want you to do is I want you to literally take like a little Post-it and I want you to use a very simple script of your own. Or you can do what I do. I make little bullets. I like to make little bullets. Okay. I like to make little bullets on my Post-it of a simple script that after I have a piece of, now mind you, I've done this thousands of times, so I don't really need to use a script anymore, but sometimes I still like to stay on point. So what I'll do is I'll take that simple script and I'll have a plan. Okay, today, whoever engages with my post, whoever is the most interested in my content or what it is that I'm designing my reel or my value post or whatever it is I'm bringing to the table, I'm going to take this simple script because I'm prepared and I'm going to plan on going back and connecting with each of those people. And I want you to have a very simple script of your own. Then I want you to think, use audio as best as you can. Use audio feature. Why? Because we live in a very inhuman type of world right now. Everything is very digital. Everybody is like behind a keyboard. But we still need to remain connected. Those that crush in sales back then, right now, and for time to come are going to be the people that know how to creatively bring the human to the digital world. So that's why I'm going to encourage you. Drop it in the comments, friends. Design a simple script of your own. You can use somebody else's for inspiration, but I want you to feel your words. I want it to mean something to you. I want you to use audio, okay, to bring the human. I want you to be casual with your invitation that you're throwing out there to take a look at what it is you offer. Either your product or your opportunity. I want you to be casual, but I also want you to be enthusiastic. Say Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for hopping on, dear. Say Michelle. She, comments on my post about my product. She comments on it and says, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Or what is that really anyway? And I message her, or maybe she just dropped some emojis and I'm like, does she want info? Does she not want info? I don't really know, but let's go casually and enthusiastically take my simple script. And I'm just role playing here, friends. I'm just like throwing this out there. So I say to Michelle, oh, and also the last part, disconnect emotionally from the outcome either way. You got to disconnect from the emotionally from the outcome and move on to the next. This is how we increase our sample population. This is how we increase our levels of experience. It's crazy to me, and it should be crazy to you to think and feel that you should be really, really good in sales and closing and in your business when you never done it. When you haven't done it for a long time. Some of y'all are like, well, Jen, I've been in 7 network marketing companies and I never made $1 in any of them. And my question would still be, what is your sample population like? Are you presenting what you have and inviting people to take a look at what you have? How many times? What is your sample population combined with all 7 of those companies? I'm willing to bet that it's not very much. And you're literally disqualifying yourselves before you even have the opportunity to taste how good you can get with more experience. And we do this by increasing our sample population, friends. Are you feeling this so far? Is this helpful? I want to invite you, friends, if you're part of a team, I want to invite you to share this with them. Share this with your team. If you want any of your people to get good in sales, we got to help get them good in sales, okay? Comfortable having the conversations. Last but not least, here's an example, guys, of what I would do. If Michelle dropped some emojis on my post about my product, I'd say, hey, Michelle, oh my gosh, I just wanted to throw a message out there and thank you. Thanks for throwing a comment on my post. Indirectly, you're actually supporting my family's business, our family's home-based business, and I appreciate you for that. Now listen, I don't want to presume anything, but I just want to throw out there, do you have any interest in taking a peek at this product? I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that it's made a profound effect on my physical recovery after having 4 babies and so many more things. And I don't presume that it would be a fit for you, but would you be at all open to checking it out? If not, that's okay too. Thank you so much again. How can I wing this? Because I've literally done it thousands of times. And so Michelle, I'm disconnected from the outcome. Did you notice how I casually threw it out there and I said, I don't know if this is for you. I don't presume to know if this is up your alley. I have no idea. I literally am not presuming. I'm casual, but I'm enthusiastic at the same time about what I'm offering. My friends, I had to share this with you because it's a simple, teeny tiny little snippet of what we are going to be, me and my team are expanding on right now. What I'm preparing is going to be literally the in-depth mental and emotional selling and closing tactics and strategies that are going to completely transform people's minds in how they look at their business and approach it on a daily basis, gaining more experience from their by increasing the amount of people they're talking to and not feeling like a weirdo doing it. I just wanted to give you a little snapshot of what we've got in the mix. If you want to have a little peek at what we've got coming down the pipeline, I'm so excited about it. It's going to be all encompassing, especially if you're in network marketing. It's designed to bring all of my best work that has helped produce over a dozen 6-figure earners in the last since 2018, as well as helping people get really skilled in their conversations so they can have more of them and have more fun doing it. If you want like a simple snapshot as to what we're doing, drop a hashtag closing with Coop in the comments, or if you're catching this on a podcast, drop hashtag closing with Coop, and I'll shoot it over to you. Just a little image that gives a little snapshot of the highlights of what people are going to be expecting. And if it sounds like something that you need or that resonates with you, let's set up a call. Book a call with me so that we can have a chat and you can fill me in on what's happening next for you and what you're visioneering right now. And if you're not visioneering something, we definitely need to talk, because guys, fuzzy targets are really hard to hit. in sales. Okay. I love you. I hope this was helpful. Share it out if you found value and don't share it if you didn't. I'll get better. Love you guys. See ya.